Good morning. It's Friday, November 10th. Bitcoin plays was our number one pick yesterday. It's going to be the number one pick today. Again, we'll go over those levels and those charts in just a second. First, we got to get through earnings. Yesterday, we gave you SMSI at 99 cents at $1 in pre-market. We gave you a 70-cent price target on SMSI. Look at that. Went right from $1 to 70.7078 cents. Right on the button. Congrats if you shorted it. I did have some of this in my long-term account, and I just sold all of it at 99 cents in pre-market after that bad report. So that was good, avoided that fate. Now, we have lots of other earnings reports to go through this morning. I want to do that first before we kind of get into our topics, especially the Bitcoin plays. All right, Clearfield, a company we're very familiar with, all right? We're at the top of the list. This was not a good report. Man, where do we begin? Let's see. All right, so let me just pull this up here on Yahoo Finance because I forget exactly the numbers I'm comparing to, but I'll put it this way. Their guidance for Q4 was terrible, okay? Or for the next quarter coming up was terrible. Here we go. All right. Here it is, Q1. I'm sorry, their quarters end at a different time. So they're seeing Q1 revenue at 30 million. Guess where the analysts are at, man? The analysts are at 48 million. They're at 30 million. Not only that, they said we can't provide guidance. We have no visibility into 2024. So we're going to miss revenue by 60% next quarter, and we don't have guidance for next year. And on top of that, they're forecasting a loss of 36 to 44 cents, where the analysts are at a profit of 8 cents, okay? This is a disaster, all right? I mean, forget about Q4. Q4 is also, Q4 is actually in line on revenue, and they beat, but it doesn't matter, all right? It doesn't matter what happened in Q4. It's all about forward-looking guidance. Q1, a disaster, a major miss, and no visibility into next year. Clearfield, in my opinion, is going to crash today, okay? Let's see, like how much could it crash? Do this when you get into new lows and stuff. But, man, I wouldn't be surprised to see Clearfield down more than 10% today. 10, 15, 20%, all in the cards for Clearfield. All right, now, similar situation with Plug, except it's more liquid. More people are aware of it. So you're going to get that move right away in pre-market. Down 38%, and they deserve it, okay? Things are not going good. They basically may have to raise money. And the problem is, this is a company that was very, very overvalued. Market cap going into this, 3.6 billion. All right, they're burning cash fast, and even just looking at their revenue, you can see their revenue multiple is pretty high. Let's see if I can pull this up, and also you get lots of analysts coming in with sell ratings, lowering price target to 5. I think I saw 4. They're having issue with costs. They're having issue with lots of stuff. Okay, and what is the revenue? Hold on. This was always a very expensive stock. Okay, 47 cents loss, misses 30 cents. Sales 198 million, misses 237 million. This is a freaking disaster for a company to be trading at like 4 or 5 times revenue, but they're like hemorrhaging cash and they're going to need to raise money. Down 38%, they deserve it. All right, who knows? This could be down 50, 60% today. And this is a good stock, I think, to sell the pops on today. If you want to kind of trade and scalp intraday, you get some pops, maybe buy some puts on that. That'll be good. And honestly, it might even crash right at the open and be like down 50% in a flash. That was terrible. Okay, so Clearfield and Blink and Plug with some terrible earnings. All right, now there were a few okay earnings, and I put them in the story trading chat. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's pull that up. Okay, so it was Blink, Wrap, and Evolve had okay earnings. As we wait for this to load, come on, let's go. Got to fix that. We're coming up with an app update soon, very soon, which hopefully will fix a lot of these chat bugs. Come on. All right. Anyway, all right. I'll need my cliff notes there in a second. But Blink, I think it was 22% they beat revenue by. I mean EPS. I think it was a 22% beat on EPS, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I'm sorry. It was a 15. Okay, it was a 15% revenue beat, and they said they're going to flip to profitability by the end of 2024. Okay, so that was some good news there. What is going on with this chat? All right, we'll have to come back to that. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so we'll have to come back to that. But Blink, 15% beat. It's up 16%. I don't know that I want to focus on that, though, because this profitability is still way out in end of 2024. Wrap had very good forward-looking commentary, but not like specific numbers with their guidance. Okay, this is something that's benefiting from the unrest that's happening. By the way, they're like riot control products for police. And there's going to be some big riots apparently in London tomorrow. All right. And there's also there's lots of stuff going on related to the Israel war. And the stock's been reacting very nicely since the Israel war. So they had earnings, and it was very good bullish commentary on demand, on guidance for orders coming in, but they didn't give specific guidance in terms of numbers, but just that they expect orders to continually accelerate over the next 18 months. So Wrap, one of those stocks, I put it in my Israel war list along with POW and SWBI and RGR, and also Taser, which is Axon. All right, they're all in the Israel war list. So Wrap, really good qualitative earnings. I think this is a stock you can buy the dips on. It's a micro cap. Be careful. You can maybe have a small position and just ride it out next few months throughout this war. So good earnings from Wrap, qualitatively speaking. Okay, Evolve, EVLV. Also, kind of, I may have to put this in the Israel war one, but this is about weapons detection, AI weapons detection. And they also had a good report. They beat by about 5%. Stocks up 4.6%. Let me see now if I could get this up. This is really weird. It's happening today like this. Maybe my internet's kind of slow. I don't know what's going on. All right, there we go. There we go. Here's the list. So gave this to you early. Clearfield, bad. To be honest, it was a disaster. Okay, Clearfield was a disaster. Plug, disaster. All right, Blink, here we go. Forecasting profitability by end of 2024 and beats revenue guidance by 13%, not 15%. Stock up 14%. So I'm not sure there's much there. Wrap, we told you about the qualitative. And then Evolve. Oh, here's the thing with EVLV. They beat revenue by 5%, but they guide for a revenue beat of 7.5% for 2024. They started 2024 guidance, came up above analyst estimates by 7.5%. The stock's up 4 or 5%. Again, maybe these two are nice little companies, small cap companies. Buy the dips. Maybe you can accumulate some for the long term. All right. We'll get to Docs now. 22% EPS beat, and they got it for a 6% beat for the year. Stock is up 22%. It's pulled back a little bit. So, I'm not going to chase stocks at up 16% because the guide for the year was only up 6%. How many times this happens? And it usually turns out to be a short signal, right? Because it's the year guide and the forward-looking guide that's more important than the quarter they just had. So they beat by 22%, but what's more important is that guide that's like 5 or 6%. So this is over. The move was too much to be up 22% in pre-market. And we see that now pulling back up 15%. Okay. Unity, I don't know so well, but they pulled guidance. Okay. Unity pulled guidance. That's why it's down 10%. I wouldn't want to be long this stock. Maybe another one, a short the dips kind of situation. But I just don't know this well enough. And I've never been on any conference call, so I don't want to say anything about that too much. All right. Then we had a bunch of other earnings that were a little either small beats or small misses. CTLP, small beat. SOUN, small beat. SENS small miss. ACHR doesn't really matter. They're not getting revenue yet. All right. So anyway, nothing to write home about on those. All right. But as far as the ERs go, I'm really interested in shorting Clearfield right off the bat. I'm interested in shorting Pops Unplug, and probably not going to play Blink, okay, because it's up 14% and basically in line with their revenue beat that they anticipated. And then again, Wrap and Evolve, nice little companies that maybe it makes sense to start initiating positions in some of these microcaps with good reports. They both had good reports, EVLV and Wrap. I was pretty impressed reading the press release and the qualitative forward-looking guidance. But again, not really like day trade material for the day, Wrap or Evolve. These are more like, let's initiate a position and see what happens. Okay, longer term. But Clearfield Plug, these are more for like the day. Short Clearfield out of the gates, short the Pops Unplug. Those are day trade material. POW, okay, I have a bias in this because I have a big position in POW. All right, I was on the conference call and there was very, very, very bullish commentary, forward-looking commentary that validates the demand side of the story in terms of gun ammunition demand. Okay. And they even said their website, gunbroker.com, in the month of October saw a sequential increase of like 16 or 17%, even though it wasn't the whole month, right? The boost started at the middle of the month. So from 2 weeks, because of 2 weeks of October, they saw a 15 or 16% sequential increase over September. But their business is not only gunbroker.com. They also sell like rifle casings and ammunition and brass stuff. And I'm not completely familiar with all the different things they sell. And so there's a few different segments. But one of their segments, they haven't been able to produce. All right. So that's been holding back performance. Now, the revenue actually came in line, even though their machine was offline for basically all of last quarter. So that's good. They said the machines are going to come back online in December, a few weeks from now. So they're missing some of this demand. And they said they have a huge backlog. They have orders from like March, April, May that they have to fill that they can't fill yet because of this machine issue. So unfortunately, they're not going to capture all of the increased demand that's happening because of the Israel-Gaza war. But they are capturing at least some of it with their website, gunbroker.com. They are capturing some of it, I think, with ammunition. I think the thing that's being impacted is rifle casings or something. So I'm not sure, like, what percent of their business is. I don't even know what a casing is. Like, what percentage of the business is rifle casings, brass rifle casings? What percent is like ammunition? What percent is gunbroker.com? But they're not going to get the full benefit, but they are getting a benefit. Okay, at least from Gunbroker, they gave that guidance or that initial number from October, 15, 16% increase in sales. All right. Quarter over quarter, just from half a month over month, just from half a month of data. All right. So all in all, I like POWW. It's kind of holding its own here this morning since yesterday's close at 250. I own a big position. Again, I don't know about a day trade on this, but I think you can buy the dips. Here are the levels, 230 and 210. In case it goes to 230 and 210, easy to see here. Let's go. I should have sold when it broke my my trend line. You see that? I ended up selling yesterday reduced, right? I was playing this into earnings. My plan was to sell it like yesterday, right before earnings, expecting a pump, in the few days before earnings, but that didn't happen. I should have just sold at that trend line. So I did reduce my position before earnings yesterday, but I still have a large position. Anyway, it's clear to see the 50 and 200 DMAs at 230 and 210. There's also right here some support at 250. If it happens to go to 230 and 210, that's going to be a great buy, even intraday, even as a day trade. Okay, we're going to bounce off 230 if it gets there, at least initially. Then if it subsequently breaks, it's going to bounce off 210. So great day trade levels. I'm not sure it gets there. There's also support right here at 250, 248. Okay, what's the top of this candle? 248. Okay, there's also support that. These candles are freaking amazing. So 248, 230, 210 are your support levels. I think you can buy at those levels and wait for your bounces. Okay. All right. So, all right, let's go back. All right. So short Clearfield, short the Pops Unplug, maybe pick up some Wrap and Evolve, pick up the dips on POW for like a swing or, longer term frame. All right. That's the ER story. Let's go to crypto. Crypto, we handheld this with the support level yesterday. Crypto, Bitcoin had a major breakout yesterday. The breakout level was 30, in my view, the way I charted it was 34,900 roughly. Okay. Where do I get? Why am I in a 20-minute chart? I think you can see that more clearly on the daily chart. There it is. On this daily chart, you can see that shallow cup breakout, and you have this like little tail over here. I just disregard that tail when I was looking for the level of what the breakout was. So somewhere in there, all right, it's kind of hard to see, but somewhere there we go. Somewhere in there, I'm like 30. I don't know where it was that I chose it. It was probably a disregarded one of these tails, or it was okay. It was probably right here. What's the top of this candle? 35,900. Anyway, it's around 35,000. All right, wherever you want to mark it, it's somewhere here. What's the low of this day? Hold on. The low of this day, 35,100. So whatever it is, it's around 35,000. Yesterday, I gave the level in the room of 34,900. Intraday, briefly, it like bounced. Basically, here we go. Where is it? Okay. So yesterday, what it do? Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Man, now you can't even see it. Must have been this drop here. I don't even know where it is. But it yesterday morning, remember this is up huge. Now I can't even find it. All right, it was up huge, and then here it is. It must have been here. There it is. Is this it? Is this yesterday afternoon where it bounced? This is November. Yeah. Okay, this is it. It's showing me 35.7, but no, man. I saw this go to oh, I know why. Okay, it was 35,900. Okay, not 34,900. It was 35,900 was the breakout level. 35,900, and it for a second went below that. So yes, now you can actually see it more clearly. If you go to the daily, then you'll see what I was talking about. 35,900. Yeah. Okay, right. There you go. It's the top of these. See that? The top of this candle, the top of this candle, and then it broke out right here on this candle. It broke out the top of those two candles, and then it went. Okay, and then it bounced right off of it in the pullback. So we're in breakout mode here above 35,900. All right. So as a result, yesterday we gave you all the Bitcoin plays, and coin ended up being the best yesterday, and I think they're going to be good today again. These Bitcoin plays, it's Mara, Riot, the big ones, MSTR and Coin. I also think Iron disappointed yesterday, but actually picked up, believe it or not, a little bit of Iron, even in my IRA on this one. This is a real company backed by Goldman Sachs with a nice price target on it, Bitcoin miner. So as long as Bitcoin stays above that 35,900 level, I think all of the dips can be bought. Coin, Iron, MSTR, Riot, Mara, all of them. Okay. All right. Awesome. So take your pick on whatever crypto stock you want to play today and watch the Bitcoin level. And if we stay above 35,900, that's the play on Bitcoin. All right. And so number one pick again, let's just pick a bit. Actually, short Clearfield. Let's do it. Short Clearfield. And then any kind of Bitcoin play, make that number two. Short the Pops Unplug. And then maybe micro caps, if you like that kind of stuff, pick up some RAP, pick up some EVLV, small amount, maybe buy the dips, and prepare to hold it until you get some big moves, all right, in the coming weeks or months or quarters. That's the game plan for today. Now, listen, I am not going to be trading too much today. I'll try, if there's anything huge, I'll try to put it in the chat. And also Monday, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be at the Benzinga FinTech Award conference Monday in Manhattan. I'll be there the entire day, so I can't do the video show, but I'll try to, I'll try to do what I do here. I'll just try to do it on text. Okay, I'll be on the train going to Manhattan, so I'll have some time early in the morning to look at catalysts and stuff like that, and I'll put it in the chat. By the way, I also want to let you know I found some good catalysts here. Look at this. If you go to Story Trading and you populate your watch list, and then you click on Data Mine, we have one of the best data feeds, if not, I think the best data feed over here. There's some performance issues we're going to improve, but just the way this is formatted, being able to easily see all of the ticker symbols and the stocks and seeing a lot of news on one screen, and check out that's why it's moving. I've never seen anyone do this. We put this together. It's beautiful. We're at the top, consolidated list of all the why it's moving alerts for any stock on your watch list. Really cool, really powerful. Unfortunately, I can't rely fully on Webull. Their newsfeed is crap. So, I have to complement what's this error? I want you to buy it, and every time it dips, I want you to buy more. Well, Avgo, hold on. Let's see if you talk about it. When asked about error, he said, I don't want to say it's necessarily O because I like the testing business, but if I'm going to be in testing, I want to be in A. Okay. Any case, but yeah, I have to complement my newsfeed with what's going on here in the Story Trading newsfeed. Hopefully We'll keep getting better and better in this app and improving performance. So we need your help to do that, right? We need subscribers, spread the word. We need some money to come in here so we can keep on building this and build it a little bit faster. But we got something good developing here in the app. All right. And with that, I'm going to bid you farewell. Good luck if you're shorting Clearfield. And you're going to need good luck if you're long Clearfield. I just don't think that report is going to be good. And by the way, sometimes you get like initial I can't tell you how many times this happens. This is why I'm not the trader, and I need to partner with the trader. I'll give you a terrible example of like I just totally screwed up. I saw the SMSI report the other night. Yes, I sold all my long-term shares at 99 cents. Great. Okay. But in my trading account, I also shorted some at like $1.02 right after the earnings report came out. And then it went to like $1.05 or $1.06. I'm like, I can't lose money, man. I'm terrible at this. So I covered it and I lost it was very small. I lost like $150. And then I go on my show and I'm like 70-cent target and it goes to 70 cents. Right. I mean, all right. So you can have a similar thing happen with Clearfield. All right. You'd never know. Clearfield could pop $1 or $2 in the morning. Right. But I got to say, most of the time, my predictions are right, but you just got to, it's the executions is hard. Okay? You got the volatility deal with in the middle. All right. So we'll see what happens there. But man, I'm not liking that Clearfield report. I would be, I don't want to say shocked. Nothing is for sure. There's nothing 100%. But I'll put it this way. I would not be surprised to see Clearfield, as I said at the beginning, down 10, 15, 20% by the end of the day. Would not be surprised, but don't put all your money on it. All right. You got to manage your risk, manage your size, manage those allocations. And with that, I'll see you back on video on Tuesday morning, but we'll be chatting in the app. And I put this on last minute. I put this up on X, I think. Is it showing on X? I don't know. I didn't really market it. Just trying. Yeah. Okay. There's a few people watching this on X. So if you want to see this pre-market show every morning, just head on over to our app, storytrading.com/app, and you can get a 1-week free preview. And we'll see you every morning at 9 a.m. Good luck, everyone. And man, if you're long Clearfield, you're going to need it.